Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back in a Boeing 737-800 by PMDG yet again for another flight for today from Strasbourg in France. I apologise if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And today we're flying up to Edinburgh in Scotland. So for sim brief, is a flight time today of 1 hour and 46 minutes and a cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. So our route today will take us out of Strasbourg, up over Belgium, a little bit of Holland, and then routing across up the east coast of the UK into Edinburgh before crossing over in Newcastle roughly as we descend down. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the aircraft and let's get things started because we are in a cold and dark state as always with the PMDG aircraft. So running through the checklist. So first things first, parking brakes are set. Next, let's come up top and let's get the battery on and get some ground power connected, shall we? Ground services, request ground power. Any second now. There we go. And let's go ahead and connect us. There we go, ground power is now connected, so we can go ahead and close the guard. Emergency lights are armed to close the guard. Lights as required, so we've got our lights on as steady, which is fine. And now we need to come back and put our IRS into nav for the alignment. Next one, passenger sign set to auto. The window heats can come on, as can the electrical hydraulic pumps. Your damper can come on. We come down. The left aft fuel pump can come on because that's what's going to feed the APU. Okay. Excellent. So let's come down here. Let's just get a few things sorted out first because ground services. Our fuel today. Simbrief still has got 10,000 10,177. And let's go ahead and request our fuel truck. And that can come and start filling us up because we've got a bit of fuel to go. I mean, we only have 1.5 tons. So that's fine. There he is. You can see here the weather in Strasbourg is very questionable, which is quite nice actually, because here in the UK it's gorgeous sunshine at the moment. So it's supposed to be live weather. Okay. It's a cargo. We want to look at 2,000 gears in the front. We can start. We want 3,000 in the back. If we can. No, can't. That's fine. Go ahead and release him so then the rear baggage cart can turn up. In a minute, it's only the front one doing his job. Just gotta wait for the rear for there to be space, which is why he's on hold. So once he turns up, we'll start that. And then we will be looking at how many passengers have we got today? 174. 174. I'll go into that. Now, I would use these jetways ordinarily, but there's something wrong with them. When they turn on, this bit rotates 90 degrees round, so it's sideways, which just looks bonkers, really. Which is why we've got the air stairs out today for them. Other than that, some really nice scenery from VFR France. But, you know, hey-ho. can't have it all, I suppose. So let's just make sure our fueling is on the go, which it is now. Excellent. And we should be able to start that any second. Now that he's arrived. Don't know why it's connecting, but I suppose he has to get off his seat. Come on, any second now, surely. There we go. And now we can carry on with what we're doing. So let's come down to here. We won't switch over to the APU just yet. We'll set up our flight plan and stuff. So that's fine. So our position today, we are at Lima Foxtrot Sierra Tango. So Lima Foxtrot Sierra Tango, and we are at gate A. What gate are we at? A18. Oh, what a surprise. They're just 18. Nope. That's fine. Not too bothered. We'll just go ahead and select that. And now our IRS has aligned. Now I have it set to instant. You can have it set to real world or fast or whatever, which you can do in the setup in here. But I just go for instant. Route. FST to Echo Golf Papa Hotel. There we go. Let's go ahead and request that flight plan. 619 nautical miles. And that should be trying to drag the data in now. And load. So we are departing today off runway 05, and our flight number today is sorry guys, Tango Victor Foxtrot 221. Go ahead and activate it. There we go. Stuff is in. CAG, we're just going to go ahead and request that. Fueling's getting there, nearly halfway. And let's execute. This has got us up at 40,000 feet, which is not the case. So we're going to go ahead and change that down to 30,000. Excellent. We'll carry on. Flaps today will take R10. So if I will let fueling complete before we go any further. So let's carry on, look at our route. So let's look at Navigraph. Where are you? Here you are. So our departure today is off 05 as we know. So 05. The GTQ 8K 8 kilo. And now, if I remember right, we're coming in on 06 in Edinburgh. So either 06. Yep. And we want let's bring it back out to arrival ILS06. We want that's the star that we want. Coming in via the TLA VOR, I think it is. Let's go ahead and execute that. Let's look at our legs here, just to see what it's doing for us, see if we've got any... It looks a bit sketchy. As you can see there, we've got a discontinuity, so... Previous page. Need to go TLA, back, and drop that in. See, other than that, things look good. So I'm just gonna how are we doing? Biff. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. So I'm assuming we've got a restriction in place on the departure. Yeah, we've got 250 knots speed restriction on the departure. Switching it to 220. Oh, no. Erase that. Just remove the restriction. Excuse me, sorry about that. Right, so how are we getting on with our services here? So fuel's nearly there. Passengers we've not started yet. Baggage looks like it's there. Just about. Excellent. Now go ahead and call for the passenger bus, and then we can get the passengers started boarding. Terrible place for the driver to park. But it's a nice touch that PMDG includes sort of like some ground equipment with the aircraft. Which means wherever if you haven't got GSX, like I haven't got GSX at the moment, purely because I think they've probably released it a bit too early. So it's nice to be able to still have some ground equipment and everything in place. Okay, cool. So fuel is nearly finished. As you can see, this is changing dynamically because obviously we're adding more and more fuel, which makes a difference. So obviously it's where your CHE is at the time. So thankfully it automatically updates it for you there, which is quite good. Position 10,000. Okay, I think that's fueling complete. Yes. So go ahead and release the fuel truck. And they have all finished, so let's go ahead and release the baggage people. They're done, and boarding is in progress, so that's fine. So, pen one that's fine. CAG, I need to trim a 3.19 today, which is fine. And takeoff weight. In fact, hang on a minute, let's go. Just going to request that again, because those figures seem slightly lower than I would usually expect to see. I don't know if it'll change on. There we go. Execute. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and change altitude back down to 30,000 feet. There you go. They look a bit better, I think. That's fine. It's dry at the moment, there's nothing on the windscreen yet. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and put our altitude now to 30,000 feet. There we go. And that is pretty much done from there. So let's carry on with what we're doing. So if our fuel pump is on, so let's get the APU started up. And the APU firing up. Just gotta let that come down to temp. It's about 4. Okay, so that's on. Let's go ahead and switch over. So we're now running off APU power rather than ground power, so we'll disconnect ground power in a second. Let's go ahead and open the APU bleed. At this point as well, we can set the packs to auto. And the isolation valve can come down to open. So let's come down here. And release ground power. Seems like we're not using it anymore. We're still waiting on passengers, so 100 passengers to go still. That's fine. So, our local QNH today is $1017 today. Okay, nice. Transponder, let's go ahead and set that to 2000. Set that to T8. The Strasbourg VOI is 115.6. And then the next VOI after that, I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to try and butcher it. Grostin Quinn. I think that's the VOR name. Again, I apologise there if I'm saying that absolutely shockingly. So the trim was set to 3 point. Oh, we need stuff on for that, don't we? So never mind. Go back to Arc. And that's fine. So take data is set. Create altitude. This needs to be set to 30,000 feet. This can be set to 50 feet for Edinburgh. And next flight directors can come on. At this point we're just waiting for boarding to complete, so what I'll do is I'll bring you back shortly and we'll carry on. Alright guys, and we're back and boarding is now finished, so we're going to carry on and we're going to retract the stairs and get the doors closed, and then we can start getting ready to go then, finally. So let's go ahead and plan for our pushback. Like so. Go ahead and request him. As you can see, live weather came into effect and it's gone from a nice grey day to gorgeous sunshine. It's still cloudy that end, but rapidly changed, which is annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get how live weather works, but it's nice to see a gradual change rather than a sudden snap change. But hey ho, you can't win everything. Just waiting now, so let's come up here. Let's just turn our fuel pumps on. We do have fuel in the central tanks. That's on. Cool, we're being raised up. And brakes off. And they should start the pushback any second now. So come back up top. So we want pack set to off. Are we moving yet? Yeah. So now we can go to switch to ground. The first engine should start spooling. Actually, as you can hear it. So once that hits 2.5, then we'll add the fuel. There we go. Just let that stabilise, and then we'll get the second engine starting. There we go. .5. There we go, engines are stabilised. let's go ahead and switch over. Just switched over. Set to continuous. Probe heat can now come on. Engine bleeds can also come on. Packs can be set to auto. Isolation valve can be set to auto. Restrict fans can be set to auto. APU bleed can come off, as can the APU. Okay, flaps can set to 10. So they can start coming down. Elevator trim can be set. So there we go. LNAV, V-NAV can be selected. The auto throttle can be armed. Taxi lights can come on, and we can get out of here. Auto brake set to RTO. Nice. Runway 05. I kind of apologise if you can hear my squeaky chair. I have put some WD-40 on it, it's just not sorting it. Damn. So, let's get ready. Now, transponder can come on. TAI. TFC. TCAS. Taxi lights can come off. Yeah, just about ready to go. So let's get the clock started. Okay, if everybody's ready, let's punch it.
V1.
There we go. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Nice. Let's go ahead. Autopilot coming on. Looking really good. So after takeoff, check this. So auto brakes can come off. Landing gear can get it set to off. Right, turn off lights can come off. And just that can get set to auto. And we're cruising now, really. I'll go ahead and switch over to standard now. Landing lights can come off. Just like that, folks, we're on our way. Hi folks, welcome back to the flight deck, and we are not far away now. We are just following in on the star before heading into the ILS for 06. So landing checks have been completed. So landing lights are all on, seatbelt signs are on, ILS information is, frequency is put into the system, as well as our course. Auto brakes, we're going to take auto brake 3 today. And yeah, it's been a quite pleasant flight. Reasonable weather all over the place, so can't complain too much. Those of you that have made it this far, thanks for sticking with it. If you can go ahead and give us a like down below and subscribe if you feel like it, that would really help us out. Help me bring more content to you. Let me know down below what you want to see as well. I know some of you might be DCS fans. There are more DCS mission editor videos coming on along, so don't worry about that. DCS is still something I really enjoy, so that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. But I am also enjoying flying a tube liner stuff at the minute. Local QNH is set as well, 1024. Great views coming in. So I think we are going to have a slight crosswind for the approach, but it's fairly light winds at the minute, which is quite good. Nice set of wind farms in front. Hopefully that's not an area of trees they chop down to put some wind farms. Sort of defeats the point, doesn't it? So we should be turning long finals shortly. Really good looking. So we see the glide slope is alive. There's our diamond, and our localizer should come in shortly. So I'll switch to approach mode shortly in a second. Command B coming on. Approach mode engaged. Gear coming down. Here we go. Just about make the runway out there. See the lights flashing.
2500.
Nice dark cloud. Standard for Scotland. I'm only joking.
$1,000.
Do look to be a little right of the runway at the moment. I'm just going to disengage the autopilot here a little bit. Finish off myself if I can, because I think we're just slightly off, so I don't know if the IS is working properly.
$400. $300.
She does feel very slippery.
$200. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Just green. Nice, very nice. Those runway lights seem to be hovering a little bit as well. It's not a good look. Not a bad approach, to be fair, not a bad approach. Quite happy with that overall. So flaps can come up. Text that come on, returners come off, as so can them. And nice to steady. DCS come off. Let's set our transponder to T8. Let's just come up above and get the APU starting up. So the Edinburgh scene I'm using today is a freeware version available from FlightInside.to. I know there is a payware version out there which I do fancy, but maybe at some point in the future. I'm pretty sure in real life these trees aren't there. But it's not the end of the world. So wait for that to steady, and then we'll put the bleed on. AP bleed coming on. I'll just come around to the side here. I don't know if this is where you would usually park when they arrive at Edinburgh, but that's where I'm going to go. going to stand for. See if the jetway works. Brakes on. Okay. So we've switched over to the APU power now. We can go ahead and shut it down. So ground surfaces, chock set. Set the jetway. Let's go ahead and request the jetway. Oh, it is working. Although that looks a bit odd. People are just going to have to jump across. But hey yo. Not the end of the world. And there we have it, folks. Strasbourg to Edinburgh. As always, thanks for joining me today. If you go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to the channel, that'd really help us out. And until next time.